Welcome. What if I told you there is one habit millions of people do every single day, often for hours at a time, believing it is harmless, when in reality it may be accelerating aging inside the body faster than smoking? Not just wrinkles, not just weight gain, not just feeling tired. I'm talking about changes deep inside your blood vessels, your metabolism, your brain, your muscles, even your DNA. And unlike smoking, this habit is socially accepted. It happens at work, at home, at school, during travel, even while relaxing. Most people never question it, but researchers now link this everyday behavior to heart disease, diabetes, dementia, cancer risk, poor circulation, inflammation, and shortened lifespan. The shocking part? You may be doing it right now. Today, we're breaking down the science behind the one habit that may age your body faster than smoking. Why it is so dangerous. What happens minute by minute when you do it. And most importantly, how to reverse the damage starting today. Because once you understand this, you may never look at your daily routine the same way again. Let's begin. Section 1. The habit revealed. The habit is prolonged sitting. Yes, sitting, not smoking, not drinking, not sugar, not stress. Sitting for long periods without movement. At first, that sounds impossible. How can something so normal be so harmful? Because the human body was never designed for long-term stillness. Your body is a movement machine. Your muscles are meant to contract. Your blood is meant to circulate efficiently. Your metabolism is meant to respond to movement signals. Your brain is meant to receive oxygen-rich blood flow. Your joints are meant to articulate. Your lymphatic system depends on motion. When you sit for hours, many of those systems begin slowing down almost immediately. And here's where it gets serious. Researchers have found that sedentary behavior can increase mortality risk independently of exercise. That means even if you work out for 1 hour, but spend the next 10 hours sitting, the damage can still accumulate. This shocked scientists because many people believe exercise cancels out inactivity. It helps, but it may not fully erase it. That means someone who goes to the gym in the morning, then sits all day at a desk, drives home, eats dinner seated, then watches TV on the couch, may still be exposing their body to accelerated aging. This is why sitting has been called the new smoking. But in some studies, the metabolic impact of prolonged sitting showed risks that rival or exceed smoking-related markers in specific populations. That doesn't mean sitting is identical to smoking. Smoking is directly toxic. But the comparison exists because sitting is common, underestimated, and biologically destructive when chronic. And unlike cigarettes, many people do it 8 to 12 hours every day. Section 2. What happens inside your body after just 30 minutes? Let's look at what happens when you remain seated. Within about 30 minutes, electrical activity in the large leg muscles drops dramatically. Why does that matter? Those muscles act like metabolic engines. When they contract, they help regulate blood sugar, fat metabolism, circulation, and hormone signaling. When they switch off, your body enters a lower function state. Enzymes that help break down fats can decline. Glucose uptake becomes less efficient. Blood begins pooling more in the lower extremities. Calorie burn drops. Circulation slows. Then after 1 hour, stiffness rises. Neck tension increases, hip flexors shorten, lower back pressure builds, but the deeper concern isn't discomfort. It's silent biological stress. After several hours, insulin sensitivity can worsen. That means your body has a harder time handling blood sugar, repeated daily. This can contribute to metabolic syndrome, belly fat accumulation, and eventually type 2 diabetes. Now imagine this pattern repeated for years. Desk job, car ride, dinner chair, couch, bed, day after day. The body adapts downward, energy drops, muscle declines, fat storage rises, inflammation increases, aging speeds up, and because it happens gradually, people think it's normal aging. Often, it's lifestyle aging. Section 3. Why sitting can age you faster than smoking in modern life. Smoking is dangerous because it introduces toxins that damage tissues, but prolonged sitting harms through another mechanism: system shutdown. Think of your body like a city. Movement keeps roads open, power flowing, waste removed, supplies delivered. Sitting too long creates traffic jams everywhere. Blood vessels become less responsive. Mitochondria become less active. Muscles lose stimulation. Fat-burning pathways quiet down. Inflammatory signals rise. Modern life compounds this problem. Previous generations moved constantly. They walked more, lifted more, stood more, used stairs more, worked physically. Today, technology removed movement from life. We order food seated, work seated, socialize seated, watch entertainment seated, commute seated. For many people, movement became optional, but biology still requires it. Your genes evolved in a moving body, not a parked one. This mismatch is one of the hidden drivers of modern disease. And because sitting feels effortless, it can consume decades before symptoms appear. Section 4, the link to heart disease. Your cardiovascular system depends on flow. Blood vessels respond to shear stress, the healthy pressure of moving blood against vessel walls. Movement improves that flow. Sitting reduces it. When blood flow slows repeatedly, endothelial function can decline. The endothelium is the delicate inner lining of blood vessels. It helps regulate dilation, clotting, and inflammation. Damage here is an early step toward atherosclerosis. That means plaque buildup. Heart attacks don't begin with one bad meal. They often begin with years of vascular dysfunction. Prolonged sitting is associated with higher triglycerides, lower HDL cholesterol, elevated blood pressure, and increased cardiovascular risk. Even swelling in the ankles after long sitting reflects impaired circulation. If your feet feel heavy after a workday, your body is giving feedback. The scary part? Heart disease can remain silent for years. No pain, no warning, just progression. Then one day, the first symptom is catastrophic. That's why prevention matters now, not later. Section 5. The brain ages too. Most people think sitting affects the body, not the brain. But your brain is energy-hungry tissue. It needs oxygen, glucose regulation, vascular health, and neurochemical balance. Movement supports all of them. When you move, blood flow rises. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor can increase. Mood-regulating neurotransmitters improve. Stress chemistry shifts. Long sedentary behavior is linked with poorer cognitive performance, higher depression risk, and increased dementia risk in multiple studies. Why? Because the brain reflects whole body health. Poor circulation harms brain circulation. Insulin resistance harms brain metabolism. Inflammation affects neurons. Sleep disruption impairs memory. And sitting often pairs with screen overuse, isolation, snacking, and stress. A dangerous combination. Many people say, "I feel mentally foggy after sitting all day." That feeling is real. Your brain may be understimulated physically and overstimulated digitally at the same time. The result? Fatigue without productivity. Section 6. The muscle loss you don't notice. After age 30, adults naturally begin losing muscle mass gradually, but inactivity accelerates it. This matters because muscle is not cosmetic tissue. Muscle is longevity tissue. It helps regulate glucose, supports joints, protects balance, stores amino acids, produces beneficial signaling molecules called myokines, supports immune resilience. When you sit too much and move too little, muscles, especially glutes, legs, and postural muscles, decondition. That leads to back pain, weak knees, poor posture, falls later in life, reduced metabolism, reduced independence. This is why some people feel older than their age. It may not be age itself. It may be underused muscle. The body rewards use and punishes neglect. Section 7. The belly fat connection. One of the most visible effects of prolonged sitting is central fat gain, especially abdominal fat. Why is belly fat concerning? Because visceral fat, the fat surrounding organs, is metabolically active. It releases inflammatory compounds. It worsens insulin resistance. It increases cardiovascular risk. Sitting lowers daily energy expenditure. But the story is bigger than calories. It changes hormonal signals. When muscles are inactive, glucose disposal drops. More energy remains circulating. Appetite regulation may become less accurate. Stress eating becomes easier. Late-night sedentary habits often involve snacking. Then sleep worsens. Then cravings rise the next day. It becomes a loop. Many people blame themselves for lack of willpower. but often the environment and routine are driving biology. Change the routine and the body responds. Section 8. Signs. This habit is aging you right now. How do you know prolonged sitting is affecting you? Watch for these common signs. You feel stiff getting up from a chair. Your lower back aches daily. Your hips feel tight. You crash in the afternoon. Your legs feel restless at night. You gain belly fat despite eating normally. Your posture is collapsing. You feel brain fog after work. Your step count is low. You exercise but still feel unhealthy. These are not random inconveniences. They may be early signals of sedentary stress. Your body whispers before it screams. Listen early. Section 9. Can exercise save you? Here's the nuanced truth. Exercise is powerful. It improves cardiovascular health, insulin sensitivity, brain function, mood, and lifespan. But if you exercise for 45 minutes, then remain sedentary the rest of the day, you may still carry elevated risk. Think of exercise as medicine, but movement throughout the day is infrastructure. You need both. A workout cannot fully replace 12 hours of immobility. That's why some highly disciplined people are confused. They train hard, yet feel tired, stiff, and metabolically sluggish, because the missing ingredient is movement frequency, not just movement intensity. This changes everything. You do not need to become an athlete. You need to become less sedentary. Section 10. How to reverse the damage starting today. Now the empowering part. This risk is highly modifiable. Small, consistent movement breaks can create major benefits. Start with the 30-minute rule. Every 30 minutes, stand up and move for 1 to 3 minutes. Walk, stretch, squat, march in place, take stairs, do calf raises. This reactivates muscle contractions, improves circulation, and interrupts metabolic slowdown. Second, build walking into your identity. Walk during calls, walk after meals, walk while brainstorming, walk to errands when possible. Even 10-minute walks matter, especially after eating, where they can help blood sugar control. Third, redesign your workspace. Use a standing desk if available. Alternate sitting and standing. Place printer or water away from desk. Use reminders to move. Fourth, strengthen muscles. Resistance training 2 to 4 times weekly helps counter sedentary loss. Bodyweight squats, lunges, rows, push-ups, bands, weights. Choose what you'll sustain. Fifth, protect posture. Open the chest, strengthen upper back, mobilize hips, support your spine. Sixth, track steps. For many people, what gets measured improves. More movement awareness often changes behavior automatically. Section 11. The most powerful times to move. If you only remember a few moments to move, make them these. After meals. Walking 5 to 15 minutes after meals can improve glucose handling. This is one of the simplest metabolic tools available. Mid-afternoon. Many people hit an energy crash around 2 to 4 p.m. Instead of caffeine alone, try movement. Often fatigue is circulation, plus posture, plus mental stagnation. Before important thinking need creativity, walk first. Many people solve better while moving than while frozen in a chair. Before bed, gentle mobility or a short walk can reduce stiffness accumulated all day. Section 12. What about people with desk jobs? If you work at a desk, this is not about guilt. It is about strategy. You can be healthy in a desk job if you build movement systems. Try this schedule. Start work standing for first 20 minutes. Sit for focused tasks. Stand for calls. Walk every hour. Lunch walk for 10 minutes. Use stairs twice daily. Evening strength session or walk. That single framework can transform your biology. Remember, the issue is not chairs. The issue is uninterrupted sitting. Break the interruption. Section 13. The science of micro-movement. People underestimate small movements because they seem insignificant, but biology responds to repetition. 1 squat means little. 20 squats done 5 times daily changes something. 1 minute walking seems tiny. 10 1-minute walks daily become 10 minutes of metabolic interruption. Standing burns slightly more energy than sitting. Fidgeting uses muscles. Taking stairs challenges the heart. Carrying groceries loads bone and muscle. These are not trivial acts, they are anti-aging signals. The body listens constantly, not just during workouts. Section 14. What happens when you start moving again? Many people notice changes within days. Less stiffness, better mood, more energy, improved focus, better digestion, reduced back pain. Within weeks, improved endurance, better posture, lower glucose variability, reduced bloating, improved sleep. Within months, better body composition, stronger legs, lower blood pressure potential, improved confidence, greater resilience. This is important. Your body wants to heal. It is constantly trying to move toward balance when given the right signals. Section 15. The bigger message about aging. Aging is inevitable. Accelerated aging is often influenced. Some factors you cannot control: chronological time, genetics, past exposures. But many drivers are responsive: movement, nutrition, sleep, stress, muscle mass, social connection, environment. Prolonged sitting is dangerous because it steals multiple protective factors at once: less movement, less circulation, less muscle use, often worse food choices, often more screen time, often worse posture, often worse sleep. That's why addressing this one habit can create ripple effects across your whole life. Section 16. A simple daily anti-aging blueprint. Here's a realistic template. Wake up and walk 5 minutes. Move every 30 minutes during work. Walk 10 minutes after lunch. Strength train 20 to 40 minutes a few times weekly. Take stairs when possible. Walk after dinner. Stretch hips and spine before bed. Nothing extreme. No expensive supplements required. No perfect genetics required. Just consistent signals. This is how modern people reclaim ancient biology. Section 17. The psychology trap. Why do smart people still sit too much? Because comfort feels harmless. Immediate comfort often hides delayed cost. The chair feels good now. The body pays later. Movement feels inconvenient now. The body rewards later. This is true in many health decisions: short-term comfort versus long-term vitality. Once you understand that trade-off, behavior changes. Section 18. Final wake-up call. So, what is the one habit that may age your body faster than smoking in today's world? Not simply sitting once, not resting, not recovering, but chronic, prolonged, uninterrupted sitting as a lifestyle. The body was built to move. When movement disappears, decline begins quietly. But the opposite is also true. When movement returns, healing begins quietly too. Stand up more, walk more, lift more, stretch more, live less seated. You do not need perfection, you need interruption. 1 minute now is better than 1 hour never. So if you've been watching this video seated, this is your reminder. Stand up, take 10 steps, and begin reversing the damage today. Outro CTA. If you found this valuable, subscribe for more science-backed health strategies that help you live longer, feel younger, and protect your body naturally. Comment below. How many hours a day do you think you sit? You may be surprised by the answer. And remember, your body keeps score every single day.